Hello, happy 2017, and welcome to Sega News Bits. I'm Barry, with me is my co-host George.
Hello, everyone.
And we are going to be talking about Sonic 2006. What a way to kick off a brand new, exciting year. So why are we talking about Sonic 2006? It's been 11 years. Well, the reason we're talking about it is a super fan. I'm assuming he's a super fan if you're going to be spending all this time on remaking Sonic 06. His name is Gistix. He and a small team, they are recreating Sonic 06 in Unity on PC. And to start things off, they have recreated the original demo's content. And if you listened to our Sega Talk podcast, we talked a bit about this. This was something that was shown, I believe, at Tokyo Game Show, correct, George?
The demo?
Yes.
I actually don't even know if they showed it off at the Tokyo Game Show. So.
Yeah. Well, I understand. Sonic 06, you try to block it out of your memory. No, don't give us a thumbs down. Anyway, yeah, so the original demo, this was shown off at Tokyo Game Show, I believe. Oh boy, maybe I'm wrong. But it looked great. People were excited for it. It looked cool. I guess, based on first impressions, it was reasonably fun. And so, you know, in terms of what they're doing here in recreating the original demo, which to my knowledge has never been publicly released, is actually kind of cool. And before we get into, you know, how it plays and everything, I did think it was worth noting that, you know, very early on in the Sonic fan game community, some of the earliest projects were recreating these lost levels and peeks at things that we never got in finished games, like Hidden Palace Zone in Sonic 2. And so, in that regard, the fact that they've recreated the original demo is pretty neat. How does it play? Well, George, we've both played it, and I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I think they nailed the look and the feel, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it does feel a lot slower, a lot more choppy, and people could see the gameplay in the background. Like, even in the start menu, the sky is all choppy, the way the leaves move, and I know it's probably because it's not finished and they're doing it on Unity, or maybe the demo they showed off was like this. I don't know, I've never played the demo. But the game actually feels just like Sonic 06, and you know, that's up to you guys to decide if that's good or bad. I think it's kind of impressive that he did this. I just don't know why he's doing it. Like, I just don't know why anybody would want to recreate this game on PC. Maybe to have it on their portfolio, and they go to companies and they're like, oh, look, you could remake a bad game on PC exactly as bad as it used to be. But I don't know. What's your opinion on it?
Well, I mean, just based on the demo, oddly, I thought it played a little smoother than the original game. And I don't know if it's just the fact that I was coming into this knowing I wouldn't be playing the entire game, or maybe I just thought it was kind of neat that I was playing what looked to be Sonic 06 on my PC. But I feel like it's a little looser in the controls, like a little smoother. And I played up to a point, I think it was about the first minute, and I was like, I'm actually, you know, like not dying a bunch. This is kind of weird. But then I hit this part where, and I think you talked about this too, you run up a wall, you hit some rings, light speed dash, and it runs you right into a like guardrail, which sends you to your death if you keep pushing forward.
Yeah, and it's funny because all they had to do is move the bridge just a little bit closer to that little corner that you hit. It's interesting. I don't know what design. Maybe the demo was badly designed like that, but it's just weird. Like 5 minutes of just moving something would have fixed that problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And so, and I mean, that's where we get into kind of a weird area because, I mean, first off, if their goal is to simply recreate the demo, I think it could use a little more work, but I think it's impressive. If their goal is to actually remake Sonic 06 in its entirety, I doubt that's ever going to happen. I mean, we've had a team attempt and not fail, but just kind of stop their work on recreating Sonic 2 in HD. So if you can't finish that with a team, you're not finishing Sonic 06, especially if you're doing cutscenes. And at that point too, like, do you stop yourself and talk to the team and be like, guys, there's some broken elements here, should we fix them? Or is our goal to recreate the game, flaws and all?
I think that's going to be flaws and all, maybe. And it's also, you got to think about it. Sonic 06 is kind of unique in the fact that it has the other two gameplay elements, Shadow, and then you have Silver's physics. So that's going to be interesting, especially considering how broken those two were. The levels and the way it was designed. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, do people really want to play Sonic 06 on their PC? And isn't there, like, maybe some sort of emulator they could use for this? It's just weird. I've never thought this would happen. And I'm surprised at how well it feels, you know? Like, it feels like Sonic 06 when you boot it up.
And, you know, you were talking about Silver. Now, Silver, when they developed, they used and for the whole game, really, they used the Havoc engine, correct?
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of 4 things bumping around and falling and all that, which, to be honest, makes the game kind of feel clumsy, in my opinion. When I'd play Sonic 06, it didn't seem like realistic. If anything, everything felt like it would like tumble and fall and roll off the track and everything. Is that something you think they could actually emulate in Unity?
I think they could. I think that Unity has built-in tools that do physics way better than Havoc did. But then that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to like mess around with it and make it worse. Like, like a lot of the tools that they use, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. We do have an interview. We sent some interview questions with them, and hopefully we'll have the interview up on SEGAbits.com sometime this week, and that should be interesting. Shed some light on some of these questions we have. Anything else you want to say about the demo?
I mean, you know, good work to them. I know, you know, I'm pretty vocal about how much I hate Sonic 06, but I always thought that the original demo was interesting, and so to finally kind of get my hands on a recreation of it and on my PC is neat. But I kind of want to tell them to perfect this and then kind of stop, because I just feel like it's kind of going to be a waste of everyone's time to remake Sonic 06, because they're not going to finish it. And if they do, then I don't know, like, do you really want to do that with your time?
And if you guys want to play the demo, we have a link in the description below. You can download it, play it, and then tell us in the comments what you thought about the demo.